All that I am or ever hope to be, I owe to my mother, Abraham Lincoln. What qualities did your mother pass on to you that have made you successful in your role in this industry?
I would say she always taught me to work hard and do my best and always finish what I start. My mom's my mentor. She's a strong woman. She's a loving woman. And I love you, Mom.
She is a teacher, so she's very organized, and she's taught me to be very organized throughout all my years of schooling, and she's always telling me to keep everything in check. And I feel like in this industry with all our deadlines, that has been a big life skill that she has helped me with.
And we were raised with her telling us that you follow the law, you follow the rules, you do what's supposed to be done, and if you don't, then you face the consequences, and don't call me, because if you get into it, you can get out of it. So I think that being in HR, it's very much policy and rules and regulations, and I'm comfortable with that, but luckily I see way more gray than my mom did. So there is that balance between the two that, you know, it's not always 100% right or wrong.
To understand that life is not a smooth path all the time. Things change, and they change pretty rapidly and very drastically. And the one thing my mother always did well was help all of us kids kind of brace for those impacts and try to keep things as smooth as possible when the changes happen, so that we wouldn't let our fears overtake us, or we wouldn't let our anxieties overtake us. You know, we just kind of, you know, took a step back, assessed the situation, what we needed to do, and just did that. And, you know, just tried to make things run as smoothly as possible, and really try to keep as positive an attitude about everything as possible. She was always very, very good at that. Still is to this day. So I admire her for that.
From an early age, my mom is the one that was the breadwinner in my family, and there is 5 children. So it wasn't an easy task. So more than anything, she set an awesome example of how to work hard for others, and then also to care for your family. Because she would come home after working the midnight shift at the nursing home, and she would make sure that the laundry was done, the groceries were bought, the food was cooked, and the house was clean.
I think the quality my mother passed on to me was that she was a very confident woman. She was very strong-willed and opinionated, and she always gave me really sound advice no matter what it was that I asked her for advice on. And I think her confidence, she worked her whole life, and I think the confidence that she had, I tried to learn from that and to try to be confident in whatever I tried to do.
Well, I'd say number one, hard work. Growing up on a farm with some German Lutheran parents always drove you in the direction of work as hard as you can. And I think that really formed who I am as a person in a lot of ways. The other thing that my mom taught me was how to cook and how to garden and grow my own food, and the joy of creating things from nothing, from scratch, and working hard to do that. That all kind of formulated my position and where I'm at in life.
What is the best piece of advice that your mother has ever told you?
No matter what you do it well. If you're a garbage truck driver, if you are a top CEO, do the best job that you absolutely can.
Just be yourself and don't put on the front for anybody. If they don't like you, they're probably not worth your time.
My mom was a very empathetic and compassionate person. She would always reiterate to me that you're never too good to do anything. So that's something that I've followed as a rule of thumb in my own life. If there's a task that somebody either asks me to help with or that I see can be done by me, I will always volunteer to do it, roll up my sleeves, and get in there and get the job done.
Probably the best piece of advice that I ever got from my mom is to always be honest, right? Because if you're dishonest with people, then then it's just going to compound on itself, and it's just going to get worse and worse. But if you're always honest, then well, the worst is already over because you've said what's on your mind, and you don't have it weighing you down.
Don't be a jack of all trades and master of none. Figure out what you want to do and be the best at it. If you want to be a ditch digger, that's great. I'll come and watch you, but be the best.
You always told me to be kind, always polite, and always remember to be thankful for what you have. You may not always get what you want, but you always be thankful for what you have.
The best advice my mom ever gave me is never give up.
Be happy in life. Just very happy, and I had several tough decisions down the road, and she always, when I go to her to talk to her, she always said, "Walk in every day, what's going to make you happy?" And that's been a great mindset for me.
My mother told me to always be independent and don't depend on anyone else to support me in my life and to do what I think was best.
Don't depend on anybody for anything. Make sure you're financially independent. Make sure that you're following your own dreams, because without you being happy, you can't make the people around you happy.
Faith Group would like to wish all mothers a very happy Mother's Day.